We've had a busy morning today. We went first of all to have my car serviced. So I did make a video of the Polygono, so if you're interested in that, just have a look through the videos on YouTube and you'll see it there. It's a little bit different because it's off the tourist track, but it shows you a different side of Mallorca. We then went on to Festival Park, which is the Mallorca fashion outlet. Mostly clothes shops, shoe shops, no grocery type shops there. It's really for fashion, and it was really busy, so we didn't spend too long there. We need to bought some chocolate, and that was it. We came home. So we thought we'd come out this afternoon. It's too nice to stay in the house, so here we are again, just for a short walk this afternoon in Parmenova, with some updates here of what's been happening in the news over the last day or two. So let's go, let's have a look through Palmanova. So today's Thursday, it's the end of February now. The weather's beautiful, the sun's shining, it's a little cool, but a few people on the beaches, not as many as there are obviously at the weekend, so people are actually out working. So the latest news about what's happening here is that tomorrow, which is Friday, the government has a meeting and they'll make decisions about what's going to happen to the restrictions over the next 2 weeks. The talk at the moment really is about bars and restaurants and how they're going to be able to open. And it was announced, or leaked, sounds like the British Cabinet, it was leaked to the press that bars would be allowed to open their terraces until 4 PM, which caused a little bit of an outcry amongst the bar owners and the restaurant owners. They wouldn't have time to serve meals, for example, in that short time. So just as we came out, I was looking at the Spanish paper, the Última Hora, and they were talking about fairly for sure really that it was going to be 5 o'clock that they were going to be allowed to stay open till. So they've got a little bonus, I suppose, makes them feel a little bit better, but we'll see what happens actually from the meeting that comes out tomorrow and what announcements are officially made. So it has to be officially agreed by the Parliament tomorrow. So that being in place, it seems that from next Tuesday the bars will be open, not sure from what time in the morning, but through till 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Again, that remains to be confirmed. What we are noticing here in Parmenova is lots of people. As we've walked down from the car park down to the front, we've seen owners working hard on their bars. And across the road there, that one's being gutted. Used to be Abracadabra. That's been changed now. Lots of work going on there. The Beehive, they're not open. Any bars that are open at the moment, all they can do is offer a takeaway service, so you can sometimes get a takeaway coffee or takeaway sandwich. One or two people on the beach enjoying the sunshine. There is a cool breeze, but the temperature is around about 20 degrees, so it is really quite mild. So here they are, just tidying the palm trees here. Somebody has to climb all the way up there and cut down the branches. So something quite new from last time, some rock art, balancing the stones. Some people have done some quite amazing work there. That's really quite pretty, quite like that. Costs nothing, does no harm to the environment, looks good. Well done to the people who did that. Actually quite impressed by these. one down here looks really quite clever. Someone's actually managed to make a little bridge out of it. This is the middle beach in Parmenova, and a few more people out here. And as usual, we've got the volleyball players out. Going over there to Santa Lucia Hotel. One of the recent videos around this area, someone mentioned the Hotel Tropico. There it is with its big SOS Turismo banner outside. All closed up at the moment, but that can all change very quickly once the regulations have changed to allow the tourists to visit. At the moment, Spain, I don't know if that's the whole of Europe, but Spain in particular, doesn't allow anyone from the UK to come unless they're residents here, and that's in force, I believe, until the 18th of March. But if you're living in the UK, you're not allowed to leave until May the 17th at the earliest, according to the Prime Minister. So the restrictions in Spain don't really matter. But hopefully in the middle of May those restrictions can be lifted and people can start to plan their holidays. Although people have already started booking, and Jet2 announced they'd had a 600% increase in reservations for their holidays here in Mallorca just within the first hours of Boris making his announcement. Going across the road, we've got the Mallorca Senses Hotel, the Dolphin Cafe, which years and years ago was originally called Wimpy, but I don't think it had the franchise, and so they had to change its name to Mimpy. They just turned the W upside down. That's been gone a long way, a long time ago. So most things closed here. The supermarket and his spa is open. Just recently, in one of the comments I was reading down on one of the videos, was asking me about Banana Joe's and the hotels in that area. So just have a little walk around the corner here and see Banana Joe's. There's a new restaurant that I've not seen this before. It's been here for a week or so now. New opening of the restaurant pizzeria, authentic Italian, so that's somewhere to look out for when the bars and restaurants start to open up. We're just coming to the area where Banana Joe's is. It's just at the end of this block next to the Tobaccos. A lot of roadworks here, which is typical what they do in the winter time, get all the roadworks done and out of the way while the tourists are not here. And here they've actually closed off the whole road. But there is a hotel up there. The one on the left, I think, is the Don Bigotti. It used to be called the Don Bigotti. A lot of these hotels have changed their names in recent years, so I don't know what they are now. But there's Banana Joe's, still there, and a rather colourful hotel just behind it. Here's the Bermudas just in front, which is now part of the Fergus group. And as we go down here, we've got some more inside hotels down towards the Santa Lucia and the Calablanca. Children's parks largely opened up now. This one's actually got its fountain working, and some children already in the park and playing, so that's great to see. Nice to see the palm trees. These are great when the temperature starts to get a little bit higher. They're a great place to get some shade, put your deck chair underneath the palm trees with a picnic. Typically on a Sunday afternoon, that's where the Spanish families will bring the tables out to get the sangria going and the bottles of wine, and they have a full-blown picnic there. And we've done that too. It's just coming up to 3:30 in the afternoon. A few people on the beach, very few people out walking, probably still having their lunch. And we're just at the beach side of the Calablanca Hotel, which is part of the Melia group. They'll be getting ready soon, hopefully, for the new season. We've got 1 or 2 people actually splashing around in the sea. Brave they are. I usually associate ducks with the sea, but here we've got a whole lot of ducks. So not only people splashing about in the sea, there's some who are actually taking to their paddle boards, doing some stand-up paddle here in Parmenova. These are just coming to catch me up. Paddle boarders make their way across the bay, chasing the ducks by the looks of things. Quite a chattery group of ducks. Paddle boarders making their way across. Out on the sea today. So just coming around now to the Martias side of the beach. Again, just a few people out here. Just walking past the Santa Lucia Hotel. I had a message a couple of weeks ago from Naz, whose father was missing Mallorca, and in particular missing the edificio San Martias, so there's a little video for you, and I'm sure you're going to recognise the beach and the apartments there. Hope you're feeling better, and hope you can come to Mallorca again soon. One bar I'm quite often asked about is Rasputin's, closed today, but has been open, and has been doing sort of takeaway coffees, but that's normally at the weekend. I'm not usually out in the middle of the week, so Things are a little bit different today. Last time we were here, we saw that we'd been doing some work on what used to be the Costa Cafe, and they're still working hard here. The decking's now looking good, the lights are out, and they built a bar, so lots of work going on here. It's going to be all changed for the people who haven't been here for a while. Here we are, this is the apartments that I mentioned earlier on. Edificio San Martias. The gardens are looking really quite nice there. And they have this beautiful beach in front of them. The bar we usually stop at up here, the Olive Tree. Unfortunately, one of these places that can't open yet. But hopefully they'll be looking at the news to see what they can do next week. And perhaps they will be opening in the daytime. So someone else mentioned the Hawaii Apartments hotel. So there's apartments and hotels in the Hawaii block there. That too has a look over San Matias Beach. Now we just come to the end of the promenade, and here we get onto some wooden decking. We haven't been along here for quite a while, but when people have been commenting, some of them have mentioned the bars that are along here. So in particular, up above there's the Blue Bar, and just below the Blue Bar is Key West, doing barbecue takeaways. Whatever was next door has lost its sign. We come to Shenanigans. And they were open earlier on in the year, perhaps at the end of last year. The Scotsman. JJ Sports Lounge. Many years ago I remember making t-shirts for JJ Sports Lounge. Good to see that it's still here. So here's the pool that's just below the Hawaii Hotel. It's a rather strange looking pool, very long part here, and then opening out at the far end with a beach bar. We're not going for a swim today. Looks as though it needs cleaning up anyway. And then it's got a children's pool right next to it. Children's play area. Looks like it might squirt a lot of water in the summer. Sea is very clear here, and you can see lots and lots of sea urchins, some fish. and even a jellyfish down there. There's 1 or 2 jellyfish actually.
Beautiful day just today.
Now we've got all the sea urchins.
The sea is beautiful and calm. Busy videoing country. And down here in the sea, there's lots of sea urchins. And even if you look closely,
there's a jellyfish.
So a beautiful day here in Parmenova.
So we've just done our way back now. We walked to the end of Palmanova and we're just going to make our way back towards the car now. So here we are, just coming up to the Santa Lucia. I've asked a lot about different bars, and one that was asked recently was the Three Brothers bar. There's the Three Brothers bar. And next to it, the pub Orion. That's the entrance to the Santa Lucia. Now a 4-star hotel. The one that's very often spoken about is Lady Diana's. And then the bars which are a little bit further down here. Just going past the Happy Chinese. This is the children's playground that they started constructing a year ago, and it's now all completed. Some parts seem to be open and some parts are not open. Another place that's quite often asked about is the Monroe's bar there. It's the rear of the Barbuda. We were working on the Barbuda as we were walking along the other side. And here's the Gelatus, the ice cream parlour, Gelacious, and Taylor's Cocktail Bar, which was open before Christmas, I seem to remember. The Calablanca Hotel. That's the Melia Group. In the video that I did this morning, we walked past a gas station, which is a place where they actually sell gas, but they do deliveries. And these orange bottles here, there's 2 types. There's this one which is propane, it's got a black band around it, and then there's one which is just solid orange, and they are butane. Very similar. At home we use the butane ones. We use it for cooking and for heating at the moment. It's a very cheap way of heating your home. One of those bottles, which is about 15 kilograms of gas, works out at about 13 euros. Much cheaper and the blue bottles that you get in the UK. My daughters get them for their barbecues and tell me how expensive they are. So we're more or less back round to the children's playground in Parmenova, and while we're here we can have just one last look at Banana Joe's, as someone was mentioning that last week. Banana Joe's disco bar. The bus go by. And the ever-opening tobaccos. The essential service. Castaways. So it looks like Sportium is changing to the Italian. Reflex. So the Italian was there and it's moving to the front. Now we understand. For those of you with cars, there is a little car park up there which some people don't know about. I was asked in one of the comments that was left behind on the YouTube channel about attractions and things for younger children to do, and here's a great one. This is Golf Fantasia, which is open normally in the summer months, not open now, but it is actually fantastic, sort of a mini golf with I think 3 different courses, so a great opportunity to have some fun, older family, and there's a bar so you can have a drink, have an ice cream. You can play 1 course, 2 courses, 3 courses. It's not too expensive. Every time we've been, we've had great fun. So this is Fantasia Golf Fantasia. So do look it up if you're staying in Parmenova. Perhaps a little bit longer than I'd intended, but another nice walk around Parmenova. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please share it with your friends so everyone can have a look to see what Parmenova is like. And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.